Hello, my name is Luke Headley. Welcome to this behind the scenes video. I'm going to show you how I go about creating an episode of the DraftCast. I'll be explaining what I do before the show, during recording, and then how I edit it all afterwards. Please remember to subscribe, like and comment the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you want to see more content like this. So, let's start with what I do before the show. Firstly, I get a set of all the latest screenshots from the Fantasy Draft website, like those that have been used in all the latest episodes of the DraftCast. And I start with the league table. So, we bring up the league table, we can see that we've had a bit of movement this week, but we'll do more review on the actual episode. So what I do here is I zoom in to get as much of the league table into view without cutting anybody off. So just zoom back out again, and then we'll create a snip. And we will do a save, and I save each screenshot with the relevant game week, so I know, what game week's for. Just help with my record keeping. Next, I'll do a screenshot of the guest that's coming up on the episode. This week is Lawrence, so we'll go do the same. Again, I try to zoom in as much as I can to get everybody in. This way, it just keeps the quality of the screenshot, as highest as it can be. So let's take another screenshot, and we get all the players in. And again, do a save and make sure I give it a relevant name. So let's just find where Lawrence was before he was on last time. There he was, and that was for game week 25 that we've just had. So save that. And then I also get a screenshot of the score, just so I can put it on next to the players when I'm talking about them on the DraftCast. So I'll just quickly do a save of that. The last set of screenshots I'll do is for the fixtures. Now I like to have the fixtures on screen when I'm doing the recording, but I don't want to be switching between tabs or anything because I think that might distract me. Plus, I try not to use the mouse during recording because you can pick that up on the microphone. So we've got a lot of games this week because of the double game week, so I'll just make sure I can get them all in. Again, do a screenshot, pick them all up, and there we go. Quickly do a save, and this will be game week 26 fixtures. And then I've got those on screen, and if we talk about it on podcast, I've got it ready and I can refer to it during the recording. So once we've done all my screenshots, let's get rid of all of those. Next, I look at an agenda. So I have an agenda set up for each episode, and as you can see, it covers all the main points that we talk about during a typical episode. So we have what we do with the league table, we have the weekly team review, and also predictions. And then I add a bit in just to remind me what else is going on within that episode. So normally we have the guest segment, in this case is Lawrence, and we also have the cup draw video, which you will have seen by now, but I purposely put it at the end of the video. And then I just have my intro and outro text, just so I know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to do the predictions on this episode because it's tough. I always struggle to do it. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll come up with some questions for the guests' team, for the game week that's just gone, plus the upcoming game week. And for that team sheet, I have to get the guests to send me that screenshot because I can't access the upcoming game week team sheets for any of the managers. And then we record. So, I'll just jump into a Discord audio channel with the guest, do the recording, and then afterwards we'll do the editing. So I'll go do that now, and then I'll see you afterwards once we've done the recording. Here we go. Audio recorded. Now comes the lengthy part of creating an episode, editing. For this, I use DaVinci Resolve, and as you can see, here is a completed episode of the DraftCast broken into all its parts, and I'm going to use this as a template to create the next episode. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the old audio up until the start, just to mark out where I want the intro for the next episode to begin. And I know that these parts here are my, coming up on this episode pieces, so I'll leave those in. And I'm going to bring in the audio recording that I've just completed with our next guest, and I'm going to plonk it in down here, and I'm just going to make sure that's not, yep, perfect. I'm going to unlink the clips because I know I've got no video on this episode, so I can delete that. And I'm going to shift these back up and just make these bigger so I can see which parts. So what we can see from these audio channels is that the voice of myself and my guest is broken onto two channels. So this top channel will be myself and the bottom channel will be the guest. And that allows me to edit the two voices individually from each other without having to try and cut inside of one channel. So this is really useful and allows me to break up any talking over each other or just remove words that I don't want to do or sections that I don't want to include. So let's just zoom in here. Now, the other thing I do is I reduce the volume of these channels because I know in their raw form that they're too loud. And I remember just getting the number correct for that. And there we go. So the first thing I'll do is I'll listen to whereabouts the intro is and place that on the in the correct place. So here we go.
Right, ready to go. Okay.
So here we go.
Hello everyone.
And that's my starting point. So I know that that's my starting point, and everything before that can be cut away. So I'll just delete that, move these forwards, and just, and I try and line it up with the previous episode, because then all the timing that I've worked out before with the music and everything is about right. So there we go, that's close enough. And now I can delete my previous audio and put these back onto the correct channels. And then just delete any of those empty channels because I don't need those anymore. Unmute that. And now I can listen to it
Hello
and start.
Everyone, welcome to the DraftCast, the place to get all your news about the draft events of the week. This week we have Lawrence Hodgkins on, the manager of Chicken Tikka Mo Salah. How are you doing, Lawrence?
So, if you've listened to any of the episodes before, you know the intro is very similar every time. And what I do from this point onwards is I literally listen to the whole thing, and as I'm going along, cut out what I need to cut out, such as the word and if you heard this in this raw form, you would hear that myself and the guests would be like and that gets says quite a lot. So I try to cut that out because I think it just makes it sound more professional. And then what I also do is cut out any unwanted background noise from myself or my guests' audio channels so that doesn't get picked up in the final episode. And that's what takes the most amount of time to do with this, is cutting the audio down to what I need. The other thing we do is we bring in our screenshots for all the parts that we talk about, and I'll do that as I'm doing the audio. I'll put that in the right place and make sure it comes in when I want to, and that the logo also moves into position for the transition between when we're going from just the logo and then to a screenshot. So what I'll do is I'll go away, finish that up, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what the sort of render process is and completing the episode editing process is, and uploading to YouTube as well, because I think that would be quite interesting for you to see. So yeah, see you in a bit. There we have it. I have now finished editing this episode that I've recorded with Lawrence, and we've hit somewhere in the region of 45 minutes, which is a bit longer than normal, but it's fine. I'm happy with that sort of length. And you can see there's lots of cuts in the audio where I've removed words that I'm not happy with, cut out long pauses, that kind of thing. And we've got all the images that I want in this episode and any other parts that were included, such as the cup draw video that was sent to me by Adam. And, you know, it's all in. I'm happy with it. And now I'm going to render the video. To do this, I'm just going to go to the Deliver tab. I've already got my name for the episode set up and where I want it saved. I've set it as an MP4, which is what I set all of these videos to. And all these settings are ready and what I've been using to upload to YouTube audio, all as required. So I'll click to add to render and then just make sure the queue's clear and click render. Now this varies a lot depending on the episode length. This one is going to take around 6 minutes, which is not too bad. I can deal with that. Whilst that's doing that in the background, I will bring up what I'll then go and do on YouTube to make sure to upload it to the YouTube channel. So I just need to sign into YouTube Studio and bring that over. So here we can see my dashboard for the channel, and we'll see that the last episode that we released with Richard was ranked 2 out of the last 10 videos that we've uploaded in terms of views. So not bad, a pretty good episode. And yeah, and we'll go to the content page and we can see a list of all the previous episodes and their views and comments and likes and whatever, which is really good for analytics wise to see how each episode has been doing. So you can see that our most viewed episode is episode 8, which was recorded with Tom, which is good. Happy with that. And then once this video is rendered, I can upload it. So I can click on create and upload videos, select the file, let it go through the process of uploading to YouTube. It has to then do a standard definition and HD version pro sort of process. And once that's complete, I can then release it to the public, and I can schedule when that happens, or I can just, you know, on off whenever I want it, whenever I want to do it. And that really sums it up. Once the episode's out there, you know, let everyone watch it, get feedback on what their thoughts are. And yeah, that's sort of sums up the process of creating an episode of the DraftCast. I hope you found this interesting. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say really, so we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching this. If you can, subscribe to the video, to the YouTube channel, like the video, comment what you liked, what you would like, if there's any more of this type of content that you'd like to see, sort of the behind the scenes of the DraftCast, and you know, maybe even the draft league that we run here. Yeah, really interested to get your thoughts. And remember, draft is life. See you next time.